Ladies and gentlemen, Winnie Odinga was on Citizen TV for an interview with Yvonne Okwara Matole.
If ODM does not field a presidential candidate in 2027, will that not totally weaken the party?
Yes, I agree with Samson. Yeah. Point of a party is to be competitive. Point of the party is to have people in positions of power. For what reason would you not have a presidential candidate? The party has 8 million members. Are we saying there's not one that is fit enough to run for president? We have always fielded a presidential candidate. And so I agree with Samson. That has potential to weaken the party.
That interview was both emotional and explosive.
Yes.
Yeah. From what we could see, Winnie, you were quite close with your father, traveled with him quite a bit.
Yes.
Could you talk to us about your relationship with your father?
Excuse me.
Take your time.
It's quite a difficult topic for me to discuss. We had a very complex relationship. He was my father, he was my party leader, he was my mentor. But he was also my closest friend. And coping with this difficult time without him has been quite difficult. Yeah.
Yvonne Okwara was bold in her questions, and Winnie Odinga also answered most of those questions directly.
The constitution of ODM, not written by Winnie Odinga, says that no member of the Central Committee or the NEC is able to act on behalf of the party of ODM unless they are ratified by the NDC. That is not a personality matter on the party leader. That includes the chair, the current deputy chairs, and many people in that committee. Therefore, misrepresenting themselves, and at a time when they should have been informing the party, giving us a way forward, the party was mourning their leader. They forced a celebration during a mourning period. They went and did an NGC and misrepresented that they are the ones in charge, knowing very well they are not in charge, until an NDC happens. They've gone further to begin talks. They are unable to begin talks. If there was somebody sneaky, they could actually go to court. They are not following the procedure, which to me shows a lack of good faith, a lack of goodwill, a lack of, they're unwilling to listen to dissenting voices. People question, people say anything. The custodian of our constitution is the SG. And all of a sudden, people are being told to leave. That is not ODM.
And Winnie Odinga revealed a lot of things during that particular interview. In this video, I want us to highlight some of the revelations which Winnie Odinga made during that interview. Before we do that, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click the subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. Ladies and gentlemen, Winnie Odinga revealed a lot of things. She answered several questions, and the Kenyans were really impressed by the way Winnie Odinga answered some of those questions. But Kenyans were also shocked. But for me, there are certain, or maybe 5 or 6 issues which shocked me in that interview. Number one, when Winnie Odinga disowned Oket Salah. Most Kenyans knew Oket Salah as Raila Odinga's friend just last year. Personally, I saw Oket Salah for the first time when he came with Raila Odinga to attend the burial of several individuals who were killed in some road accident here. And Raila Odinga introduced him as one of his best friends. And indeed, on many occasions, we saw photos, images of Raila Odinga with Oket Salah in Dubai, several places, including high-profile meetings with Oket Salah. So I was actually surprised when Winnie Odinga disowned him. Why do you think Winnie disowned him? I have only 2 theories. Number one, maybe most people did not know who this guy was. And, there's been speculations that, this guy probably was working for NIS, was working for who. So a lot of questions. And I also think that Winnie Odinga disowned him because he's the one now supporting Oburu Oginga.
I want to ask about another gentleman whom we saw emerging, I think, towards the end. There's a gentleman that calls himself Oket Salah. We've seen video clips of him. He says he was close to your father until the end. He claims he funded some trips, and he has some things to say about the party, but most of all about Raila Odinga. He calls himself Raila Odinga's adopted son. Winnie, do you know Oket Salah?
I've met him. But I'd like to believe nobody really knows him. I also feel sad for him. My father died, and that was a very traumatic experience for me. But at least he died with somebody he knew loved him. And I believe people need to take better care of their loved ones. And mental health is a really important thing. When you live here and you go on Thika Road, there are two options. You either turn right as you're going to Mathare, or you turn left and you're going to DCI. Because a flat-out lie that you were there at the time of my father's death and you were not, talking things that did not occur, is quite dangerous. It makes me question a lot of things. What would be those intentions? So I believe they're just two places that should be rushed with immediate effect, one or the other.
And the second thing which shocked me was the fact that Winnie Odinga actually told Kenyans that it is only President William Samoei Arap Ruto who has checked on the family and is actually taking good care of the family. Because politically, Winnie Odinga is being seen as the person who is resisting William Ruto from the Odinga family. But Kenyans were now surprised.
On the matter of courting the president, I will say this. Since the passing on of my father, the only senior leadership that has come to check and take care of us as a family has been President William Ruto. And the thing about the Kenyan society is they love to put things as us versus them. I can still like you and disagree with you, or vice versa. But on a personal capacity, if you knew the village I woke up in India, and I was here within 24 hours, I must be grateful for the honor and respect that he accorded my father in that period.
The third thing which also caught my attention was the issue of Oburu Oginga. Personally, I had expected Winnie Odinga to evade that question, but she answered it directly. The question of competing against the uncle Oburu Oginga. In fact, Winnie Odinga made it very clear that Oburu Oginga is loyal, that Oburu Oginga is actually the one who is best fitted and suited to serve ODM party as the party leader under the current political situation.
Dr. Oburu Oginga should not be party leader. What would you suggest would be the remedy for that?
I think Dr. Oburu Oginga is a wonderful acting party leader in this transition period. We were all caught in a shock, and he's steadying the ship. This is not a very easy ship to steady, but he's weathering the storm, and he has said it very many times that he's acting transitionally and will make space for other young people. On the personality, my uncle has lived a life of determination, of strength, of loyalty. It would not be incumbent to me, or Winnie Odinga would be the last person that at his age of 82 years would allow his image or his legacy to be besmirched by a political tug-of-war. What some may seem as perhaps antagonism is actually protection, in my view. And we are very happy with him being in the position that he is.
And the fourth thing which caught my attention is the fact that Winnie Odinga revealed to the country that some individuals within ODM party are actually trying to intimidate her and other leaders opposed to Oburu Oginga leadership.
Nani anakutisha, Winnie?
Anajijua. You see,
Tuambie ni nani?
no, we've reached a point, and I have to speak this on behalf of the leaders of ODM, because I'm the only one who's able to say it. People are being intimidated in the party of ODM. People are being de-whipped simply for showing up on that stage with me. People I did not even invite. By being removed in committees, in county assemblies, in parliaments. We've reached a situation where you're being told to fill out forms on whether you support the regime of the day. If you do, then you'll be given TSC slots. If you don't, God knows what happens to you. There is full-on intimidation of members.
On what basis? Why is there intimidation?
I feel that those in the party that have a different agenda and are hell-bent on achieving this agenda, no matter what it may take. And
Who are those?
how much are you going to pay me?
I don't pay for interviews. Keep going.
I don't reveal all secrets. As much as I'm honest, I don't reveal all secrets. But I can't do it. I can't do it because it's going to put certain people in a lot of trouble, simply because of the level of intimidation that we're in. Now, Winnie Odinga in Kibra, there was a joke a cousin of mine said, that when you see Winnie grabbing a mic, no, things are terrible. Winnie Odinga standing there in Kibra had not tried all other options of recourse with people of leadership. I have tried to speak to them, tried to tell them we cannot leave the people behind. And so when you see something happening that is going the wrong way, lazima utupe mchanga. You have to do what you have to do.
Who have you spoken to in the leadership of the party and told about your concerns?
Who do you know to be in the leadership of the party?
Well, there's several people. Who have you spoken to?
Several.
What was their response?
It's played out in the public.
Who could be that? Because in ODM party we had Raila Odinga. Raila Odinga was larger than ODM party. Then Winnie Odinga is the daughter. Who would dare to attempt to intimidate Winnie Odinga? Was she playing politics? Or could that be true? What we know for sure is that there are individuals within ODM party who don't want. What I know for sure is that there are certain individuals within ODM party who are supporting William Ruto's bid. Winnie Odinga, Edwin Sifuna, and Baba Wino are opposed to it. So the question is, who could be this person? Because if there's a person who can text his, because if there's a person who can try to intimidate Winnie Odinga, that person is really courageous. Because in ODM party, I doubt. And the last thing which shocked me is the fact that Winnie Odinga actually supported the appointment of Mama Ida Odinga. Remember, before Mama Ida Odinga picked up this appointment, there were speculations that Winnie Odinga really resisted that move. But now, Winnie Odinga is telling us that, Mama deserves it. And that move, in my view, is a major blow for Babu and Sifuna. Ladies and gentlemen, listen in.
I was retiring as a teacher 40 years ago, but she stood firm, loyal, strong, has fought for the rights of women. She's a geography teacher, has fought for different aspects of this society. She's a member of the society that I believe many people look up to, and I believe she deserves and has earned it. And I'm extremely, extremely proud of her.
Why do you think that appointment has triggered so much public debate? There have been people who've asked her not to take up the position. We recently heard her accepting the nomination. Why do you think there's so much public debate around it? And what's your response to it? Should it?
I couldn't answer that directly. How I feel is pride. So I couldn't speak for those people. Perhaps you'd ask them.
How do you feel about the people that say she shouldn't take it up?
What are their reasons? What I'm asking you.
No, some of them say she shouldn't, and this is tokenism, and doing this just because Raila Odinga and President William Ruto were in some sort of working relationship, and that she doesn't deserve this. I mean, I'm sure you've seen it on out on social media, her background and whether she's the right person for this, and that this is something that shouldn't happen, that spouses shouldn't necessarily be given this as a reward rather than on merit. Do you think your mother merits this position?
I absolutely believe she merits it. She's qualified, she's educated, she's had experience governing and managing at very high levels with the society. And I believe she's earned a position of respect within the society. The nature of Kenya is, there's an idea or a feeling of scarcity. Every time somebody gets something, somebody else will also feel that perhaps they're the ones who deserved it. But I believe she's going to do the right thing, and I believe she deserves it.
Now, I want to throw this ball back to you guys. What particular issue do you think caught your attention in the whole interview? Let me read in the comment section. Until next time, this is Limakwej. Bye-bye.